Okay, so what I wanted to talk about today was the idea of facing your fears and leaning just slightly out of your comfort zone pretty much at all times. And what this is going to do for you is it's going to give you that feeling of intense, that like intense emotional state, that like kind of like nervousness. It's just like this really intense kind of like body head rush feeling. It's a similar feeling to whenever you have stage fright and you have a speech, or you just have stage fright in general, and you get up there and you just like feel intensely alert and really in the moment, and it's just this really intense feeling. It's kind of an indescribable feeling, but if you are consistently facing your fears and just leaning slightly out of your comfort zone, not stagnating and being lazy or being overly aggressive when facing your fears and kind of burning yourself out and overly stressing yourself, but kind of staying in this middle ground, but still slightly out of your comfort zone, always slightly out of your comfort zone and leaning just beyond your edge, as David Data says. And this is really going to help you if you have any problems with feeling an emptiness in your life, or if you just feel like emotionless or empty, and you feel like you're unfulfilled and unsatisfied with your life, and you feel like you're just not at your happiest and your highest potential. So when facing your fears, you can do this in whatever way you would like to, whatever way you're comfortable with. But I guess not necessarily comfortable, because facing your fears isn't really comfortable. But in order to feel completely fulfilled and completely happy with your life, it seems kind of contradictory to do this. But you need to be uncomfortable and you need to experience pain in order to come out stronger and learn from these mistakes and lessons. But for my example, I skateboard, and and obviously skateboarding is a very easy thing to overcome and face your extreme fears with. Whether it's ollie bigger stairs, or doing longer grinds, or going faster, or doing this crazy trick over this huge gap or something. So that's really easy for me to do. I mean, it's not easy to face my fears, but it's an easy thing that I can face my fears with, if you know what I mean. And then also another example for me is I have had a past history of social anxiety and extreme nervousness, and I still experience this a lot, like with big crowds of people, or certain people that make me nervous in certain situations. So whenever I feel this intimidation or this nervousness coming from a group or a certain person, I instantly engage. I go up, hey, how's it going? My name's Jonah. Or I could say, I'm getting a really good vibe from over here, and I just want to come talk to you guys. Is it cool to chill with you guys? Something like that, something along those lines. And the worst part, the most nervous part, is before I actually do it. Before I even start walking up to this person or this group, whenever I'm just thinking about it, that's when I'm most nervous. But once I actually engage and once I actually put myself out there, I feel great, and I feel that intense alertness in my body, that crazy emotional state it almost feels kind of like painful and definitely uncomfortable, but it really makes you feel alive, and it just makes you feel fulfilled. And afterwards, you're just left with this like insane euphoric bliss, and you're like, man, I'm so cool. I just did that. I just faced my fear. And how many other people are willing to have the balls to go face these type of fears? Because I definitely don't think most people have the balls to do that kind of stuff. And it really puts you on another level. And it's not to like put yourself on top of other people or above other people, but it just makes you feel great because you push yourself. You got past that mental barrier, and you physically pushed yourself, and it feels fucking amazing. Gotta try it out. So it doesn't need to be with skateboarding, and it doesn't need to be with facing your fears regarding social situations like my experience. That's just me. But in order to be truly happy and truly fulfilled with your life, you need to face your fears and push your comfort zone a little bit every day, pretty much consistently throughout the day. And you need to figure out what that is for you. You can't just stagnate and be lazy and not face your fears at all, because you're going to be left feeling empty, probably lonely, and just unfulfilled and unsatisfied with your life. So face your fears and put yourself out there.